ADP versus Luke Metal. Who will come out victorious?
Correct. So yeah, exactly. Let's see how this matchup goes. I guess Luke Meta
Hmm.
normally takes more time, so I guess we're not watching
Yep.
a really fast game after these two first top 8 matches. I guess this game is gonna take more time. We're gonna see a really interesting
Yeah.
plays after GX in both ADPs and Lucario. Let's see if the Intrepid Sword gets some metals to actually advance some tempo in the game right now. So yeah, let's see how this matchup goes, and we're gonna watch
Hmm.
Taketo from Japan. That is like 4 or 5 a.m. in Japan already playing this top 8 matchup
Yeah, it's
against
very late.
playing against Kentuckiana with this Lucario Sassian Samacento deck that some people said or some people thought the deck was almost over, couldn't play anymore because the Rasset Sword coming on Sassian and ADP Sassian would be super important.
Hmm.
But we and all the fire
Still holding on.
attackers and fire matchups around. People thought this deck couldn't, continue being in top cut, but right now, Joshua managed
Here it
with
is.
these 11 wins and 3 losses. And yeah, a touch pass, right? Crazy turn one.
Yeah, just yeah, pretty straightforward stuff there. And we'll probably just see another Intrepid Sword from the Luke Metal deck here.
Yeah, that's
See
well.
if Taketo's able to get an Ulticration off too.
Taketo definitely cheating, trying to find a water next turn, right? Don't want to Crobat
Hmm. Yep.
for just a few cards.
Yep.
And well, that's a big
Just a
hand, and
switch.
probably another Intrepid Sword is coming, right?
Yep. Yeah, just another Intrepid Sword. Build up a hand.
Oh, actually going for the Brave Blade, putting a lot of pressure already, turn two.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good to do. Just getting that damage set up there on
That's
the
a
ADP.
metal, not a water.
Yeah, not a
So,
water. Yeah, this is
oof,
not
going
looking
for a
ideal.
stamp, maybe benching the Mew or just grab for three. That's a really interesting decision between going for drawing three cards or four. Definitely needs to go for
Hmm.
that crowd for four. That's the water for
Yep.
next turn.
Oh, there's the
And the
water.
perfect
A lot of
Sassian. The
energy.
perfect Sassian for Intrepid. Soaring, hitting a metal.
Yep.
And we maybe
Not
see a
bad. Eddie
comeback.
Dene.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see. Um, One thing is now Takedo does have both ADPs in play, which definitely could be pretty bad here, especially if this first ADP falls to the Zacian here.
Correct.
Um, so that could be pretty bad. And if Takedo tries to go Altercation with the other ADP the next turn, which we are going to see this ADP fall, it looks like. That other ADP, Altercation, is going to take another 230 damage potentially, which then means Takedo can finish it off at some point down the road. And there's that Marnie, gonna get rid of that water energy in Takedo's hand. Does play 3 waters, so we could still see him find one of the waters here.
Correct. And
See what the
let's
Marnie gives him.
see. All right. Ooh, that's literally
Ooh.
nothing. And
No,
the
and a
power
power
plant.
plant coming
Power
down.
plant preventing the Dene and
That's
taking
very
already
good.
three prizes. Oh my goodness. I thought this deck was slow, but it's not slow anymore.
Yeah, but this game's going pretty fast too.
All right. That's Bravely taking three prizes. Actually, the big cape, the giant cape is
Hmm.
really, really important for
Yeah,
the
with
future
the full
Sassian
metal wall
attack
on
with,
top of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And need a top deck. Ooh, quick ball,
Quick
but
ball.
power plant. Actually,
Yeah,
uh,
there's no way Takeo can draw extra cards here. I don't think. I
correct,
don't.
because,
There's no
yeah,
supporter.
only one
That's
Crobat,
not
right?
good. Wow.
Only one
Yeah.
Crobat and two the Dane. So decided for Intrepid Sword. Well, I thought it was to be a long game, but right now it's like, all right,
Just going by
Brave Blade.
fast.
And now
Hmm.
maybe we see a switch boss ADP. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's very fast top 8 so far, and we'll see here if we see a knockout. One thing is if Luke Metal here, if the Zacian on the bench there on Kentuck's side does knock out Takedo's Crobat, Takedo does play 2 reset stamp and he has one in his hand, so could see a stamp to 1 come here into play, which is pretty big. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks like he's gonna go for it.
Marulana, the doll's actually doing the perfect work. And now
Hmm.
only Boss Mio wins. I mean, just Boss Mio at some point wins the game, right?
Yeah.
Has one prize remaining, already turn 3 after Marulana and switching both dolls, both turns. And Taketo is gonna GX turn 4. GX turn 4 kinda late. Maybe Stamp to 1 is coming.
Yeah, we're gonna probably just see a stamp to 1 here. Even though Kentuck does have the ability to Intrepid Sword and draw out of the reset stamp to 1, we are probably still gonna see it here. And Takedo just has to hope that we don't see any boss at some point knock out that Mew or Zacian on the bench.
Mhm.
So this could just be another really fast game,
Yeah,
especially against Luke
actually,
Metal, where usually the games are
within
longer.
within the water and that Intrepid Sword into Saucer and then
Hmm.
Bravely ADP was super important. So Ikorio cannot be activated because the power plant.
Yeah, we do see Taketo does play one copy of Swell in his deck, so
All
we'll
right.
see if he's able
So
to get that Swell here.
yeah, so definitely digging and looking for this swell.
Does he find it? Doesn't find it.
No.
Nope.
So well, probably
Do
we're gonna
see we
see
see a big charm.
GX, right? Finally.
Yeah, we're finally gonna see
Finally
the
gonna
alter creation
GX
here.
Accurate Creation, one of the most
Mm-hmm.
stronger GX deck in the game, taking an extra price for the rest
Yep.
of the entire game. So
Mm-hmm. It is
and
interesting to note the both Zacians on Luke Metal's side here. They do have 2 capes on them, which
uh-huh,
means they have 270 HP. So currently, Takedo needs to find the rusted sword if
correct,
he's going to be able to one-shot any of those Zacians.
correct. And tackle into probably Guzmahara, yeah. And all
Yep.
he needs is a boss the Mew, so probably Cynthia Caitlyn. Well, actually, that's a really good stamp to one because Cynthia Caitlyn finding the boss order, I guess. Oh, the Marnie, sorry, because there is no
Yeah.
boss yet in the discard pile. But yeah, probably just Intrepid Sword into a
Mm-hmm.
possible boss Mew, just wins the game. But then the
Yeah.
Marnie maybe do the work. So it's we still have a game if Joshua cannot find the boss in like 2 or 3 turns. So yeah, putting
Yeah,
the
we
doll
could
and
still
actually
see
putting
Takedo
pressure in
make a
ADP
comeback.
makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
The dolls dance in this game, dolls for a Brave Blade, dolls for another Brave Blade, and now another dolls, and hitting the switch and Maruranas at the perfect times. And
Yeah, we'll see if Takedo's able to move this ADP.
correct,
Um,
correct. So yeah, needs like a switch. Oh, but no rust. Ooh, that big charm deciding to not going for the
mhm.
rusted sword
Yeah, the
is
big charm definitely does help that Zacian though, protecting it from getting knocked out
yeah, that's
by a
true.
blade.
That's
Blade
true.
is what Takedo had to do.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah,
not what he probably was looking to doing, but
that's
yeah.
correct. Like no sword, but big charm, like you said, really cool and interesting to watch how that big charm
Hmm.
actually survived the Sassian, but no retreat.
No switch. Uh-oh.
No retreat. So Joshua
Uh-oh,
only
yeah.
needs an energy to win the game.
Yep. If we just see an energy here from
Ooh,
Josh, this game will be
ooh,
over. It's not looking good.
not
It's kind
looking
of
good.
insane how Luke Metal won this
Yeah, it
game.
was actually draw really well this game. Look, Metal draw really
Hmm.
really well this game. Fun like the dolls at the perfect time, the switch and Marulana at the perfect time, and that's the
Yep.
energy for game. So actually, Look, Metal hitting.
There it is.
It was supposed to be the slow deck against this ADP
Hmm.
Sassy, and that is supposed to be a fastest. But right now, take 6 prizes in this game one. But it's crazy how didn't need a Lucario meta, just double
Hmm.
Sassy and some Intrepid Sword, and then start
Yep.
attacking, putting a lot of pressure, right? Well, let's see how this game 2 goes because I always think like, alright, Lucario Metal plays no Dedenne, no Crobat, so normally you expect like being slow, but just 2 Intrepid Swords into some dolls and energies, and then spamming Brave Blade was actually super cool, and Taketo couldn't
Hmm.
find the water early to not, so couldn't wasn't able to GX, and look at this hand!
Oh no,
No
bro!
way!
Oh no, that's not good for Takedo.
And it's even worse when it's like 5 a.m. in Japan to draw this hand, right?
Yep.
It's
Oh
like not
no.
this hand
We'll
into fate,
see.
not this hand at
Will
5
we see
a.m.
Joshua donk this to Dene?
Ooh! It will be spicy,
It
right?
could happen. It could
It
happen.
will be
Yeah.
spicy. But oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Taketo
I think Josh would need a lot
with
though.
9, 10 cards in hand, just attach and
Hmm.
pass. All the quick balls, all the ADPs, didn't find any of them.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, not even a Zacian
There's
or
a
anything. Just
switch. Maybe saucer attach research.
yeah.
And well, going for
Nah,
the
I think
safe
it's
play.
like a
Yeah,
safe
going for the
place though.
safe play. Intrepid
Yeah.
Sword. Maybe hitting some metal energies. He's thinking, so probably hitting some metals. Oh, no metal.
Hmm.
And probably
We'll see what
Marnie is
Takedo
coming, right?
gets here.
Ooh, I
No,
guess
another
Marnie is
metal. Yeah,
coming, I
it's not
guess.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Marnie hand and hope to find another Pokemon.
The game asking, are you sure?
Oh.
Yes, I'm sure. I have nothing in hand. I'm sure I
Yeah.
want to Marnie.
Yeah, there we go. We got a couple quick balls. Might see potentially just an ADP and a Zacian here,
Uh-huh.
or maybe a Zacian and a Dedenne, maybe, or an ADP and a Dedenne,
Yeah,
one of the two.
definitely cool hand to actually think about because it could go
Hmm.
like the Denan ADP with the energy switch the water into the ADP, right? And then
Yep.
maybe find like a balloon or switch and a metal energy to actually GX. So probably quick ball research for an ADP and quick ball metal for
Yep.
Acrobat or even the Dene because they want to play power plant. Could be really interesting to see because then only 2 cards are needed for the GX turn 2 after this the Dene attach pass,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, checking the deck, 3 switch in the deck, 1 balloon to actually retreat the Dene, or at least try to retreat the Dene, and
Yep.
5 metal energies to try to find the attachment. 2 E switch more, 1 spinner that could be super important. So yeah, I guess we're gonna probably watch the Dene or Crobat because we know they're gonna play Power Plant. So deciding to go the Dene, I guess, because Power Plant could be annoying for later. And just need
Yeah,
to
save the
find
combat for
1
later.
metal, right? And a retreat
Yep. Just
card.
needs. Yep.
So
See
maybe it
if
is the Dene
Takeda is
pass.
able to get
Yeah.
there.
Maybe it is the Dene pass becomes.
Mhm.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
That's GX.
There we go. Yep.
All right.
Even got a Zacian, which is pretty good.
And I guess.
Probably going to see potentially a full metal wall here
Hmm.
from Josh's side the following turn.
That's a GX, all right. Definitely
Yep.
way better than the game one. That's already GX on two. And then we're probably gonna have a really cool and interesting game to watch right now with this GX. Probably Metal Wall, full Metal Wall is coming, and
Mhm.
the cape, super important, right?
Ooh, wow, yeah. It is good to note though, Takedo does play one copy of Tool Scrapper, so
Ooh,
definitely could save that to remove
exactly.
the
That will be
tools
super
there.
crucial. And let's see the top deck of Taketo. Ooh, it's a big shot. That
Big
could be
charm,
relevant.
yeah.
Could be
That's
relevant
not
for
going to let him
Sassian.
attack. Yeah.
But yeah, looks like Entrevisor is coming. Thinking and deciding to go for the Saucer or not, but probably just
Hmm.
after deciding the Saucer or not. Entrevisor looks like a really good play to try to unbrick this hand and try to
Hmm.
start putting pressure to Lucario Metal next turn, right?
Yeah, I think we might have to see Takedo put the big charm on the ADP too, because we could see a
Hmm.
Steel Fist maybe,
Yeah, that's
but
correct. Like
into a
50
Brave Blade.
into Bravely, right?
Yep.
That could be relevant. So
Yeah.
Taketo still didn't unbrick the hand, just throw an Oricorio and ADP that Oricorio doesn't work for now.
Hmm.
But I guess Joshua maybe has a brick hand too because the turn before, yeah, exactly. He just went for the full
Yeah. There
metal
we go.
wall with no supporter, so attachment, Intrepid Sword, and both players trying to actually unbrick with Intrepid Sword ability, one of the best abilities of the game.
Yeah. And we just see another Intrepid Sword. Yeah, just
All right, both
trying to
players
unbrick.
GX, and now both players trying to build the hand. That's really cool.
Hmm. Yeah. We'll see if either player gets a Marnie off here.
But yeah, definitely fast plays. Players are not thinking too much, just put in the cards. When you have no more options, just probably Intrepid Sword, and then when you have more options, try to think more. And now, like you said, the Steel Fist into Bravely could be super important. So actually, maybe Taketo maybe get punished to not attaching the big champ because now the 15 to 230 could come into 3 prizes for Joshua, what could be super relevant for the game.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it could punish him. He does play two. Does find a Crobat there, so he's gonna be able to maybe just Crobat here and try to dig a little bit. Or we might just see another Intrepid Sword, which does seem risky with that ADP being
Yeah.
in the active spot. Oh, he drew the big
Ooh,
charm right.
that's a really
There
good
you go.
top
That
deck.
works too.
That's a really good top deck,
Hmm.
actually.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see the big charm on the ADP maybe. And I wonder if we're gonna see an Intrepid Sword, or maybe Takedo will dig a little bit and try to maybe get an attack off this turn if he's able to.
All right, so that's a Zenny Spinner, getting for probably water. That's good.
Hmm.
And yeah, the Big
Yep,
Chan actually
just
would
getting the
come
water.
at the perfect time. And now decided to go with Big Chan the ADP to actually um, survive the Brave Blade. Putting the Big Chan into Assassin is not bad neither because survive the open Brave Blade too. So
Yep.
that's an Eldegoss. That's yeah. Decided to go for Assassin. Both places makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, deciding for Marnie, saving the Crobat for later, putting the water in the bottom because the water is not needed anymore. And no switch again.
Ooh,
No switch
yes.
again.
Very
That's the
bad.
second time in a row after game one, no drawing a switch. And decided
Yeah,
to
I'm just gonna
not
see Intrepid
attaching the
Sword.
big chain to the ADP, so decided to actually give that 3 prizes. Actually, really interesting if the opponent just
Yeah.
draw a switch and an energy, right?
Yeah, I think what Takedo's mindset is maybe if Josh knocks at the ADP here, we could then see Takeo uh, lose another Zacian, and then Takeo can just stamp Josh to one card, which I think is what Takedo's maybe thinking here, which is definitely smart. You know, letting the ADP fall is fine as long as you don't have another one in play. You don't have to worry about. You can always stamp your opponent to one card at the very least. So I think that's what Takedo's thinking here. Takedo does have a decent hand. He has a Tool Scrapper and a Boss in his hand. If Takedo finds a switch, we could see a Boss on that bench Zacian on Josh's side, and Takedo will be able to knock it out. I'm pretty sure if he's able to get get a switch here off of the top deck, so we could see that Zacian on the bench fall.
All right, and that's a heavy impact after Synthecating, putting the power plant. Really interesting if the can't turn off the recovery later, and that's the top deck switch.
Wow, yeah,
uh,
very good top deck for Taketo.
really good top deck. Saving the ADP is super important to not lose. Sorry, this 3 price and the scrapper coming at the perfect time. So actually,
Yep.
Brave Blade is actually in this clean knockout. The mono tool, one of tool
Mm-hmm.
scrapper coming at the perfect time, saving the great catcher for later to actually to hit Kyoto Lucario, and now Brave Blade with the perfect 230
100. Yep.
damage, taking these 3 prizes thanks to
If
the ADP GX attack.
yeah, if Takedo is able to find a rusted sword next turn, which there it is, and if Josh is unable to protect his Luke Metal with goggles,
Mm-hmm.
we're actually going to see the Luke Metal get one shot by the Zacian. But I think there's a Marnie coming from Josh, so I think we're going to see a Marnie here first, which will get rid of the rusted sword. Um, but yeah, Josh can't get a goggles onto this Luke Metal. I think we are going to see the Luke Metal get knocked out by Zacian if Takedo's able to find that rusted sword. So we'll see what Takedo gets here. Still has that Crobat to work with, which is good.
All right. That's the
Okay.
stam that could be relevant later, not this not for now, but yeah, definitely Taketo needs to try to
Yep.
find a way
Takedo
to
just needs.
switch the Sassian, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna need to switch the Zacian. Um, yeah, we see the research. Takedo can't put a rusted sword on the active, so he has to build another Zacian, but doesn't get one. Wow, not good. Yeah, no switch either to try to attack with another Brave Blade here is not good for Takedo either. You do see that Swell come down, but I think Takedo doesn't have much draw left to really for it really to matter. So
Correct.
might have to
So
see Takedo. Wonder what Takedo's options are. He could retreat behind the Dedenne potentially, or I think he kind of has to just so he doesn't give up the prize card. But we could also just see him. Um, yeah, it looks like he's lining up the retreat. Probably, what's he gonna go into? Dedenne or Eldegoss? He could go. I mean, Eldegoss won't really matter, but I guess he could like build up for float up. But we do see the retreat in the Eldegoss. Oh, he's gonna go for that float up. Okay. We see the Intrepid Sword. There's a switch and a saucer. We'll let Takedo attack the Luke Metal next turn.
and well, that's a possible float up, like you said. Could be interested to
Yeah.
see a possible float up and saving some areas and saving the Eldegos. But yeah, now
Yep.
Joshua definitely, I guess, trying to look for a possible boss order into ADP or Sassian. And the Lucario still need to be 2-hit KO. Ah, but that's not boss order, so definitely Taketo really happy for saving that ADP and Sassian still alive. And that's Marnie putting all the cards of Taketo into the bottom of the deck. Uh, Joshua drawing 5 and probably trying to look for a Sassian with
Mm-hmm.
another cape. That's another
Yep.
goggles after the scrapper and heavy impact, alright. So Taketo board
Yep.
with a lot of damage spread, but still 6 prize remaining for Joshua.
Yes. Well, pretty long way to go for Josh to win, but he's getting the damage on board.
Mm-hmm.
Takedo is able to go for a float up here if he so chooses, which we might see. It's like Takedo's going to get another Zacian down. I wonder if he's going to Intrepid Sword or if he's trying to just. He probably just wants another Zacian in place so he's able to establish a Zacian that can put a Rusted Sword on or something. But
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's going to go for the float up.
Yeah, let's
The
see if
float up
we
won't
see
do
the
any
float
damage
up,
though.
putting maybe the den in play, in the active, maybe attaching in the bench and going Intrepid Sword. But definitely Taketo needs to decide if he wants to give like 2 prizes, if he wants to save the prizes, if he actually wants to Intrepid Sword. Definitely really cool
Yep.
to see what is gonna be the game plan of Taketo this turn. And still debating about what could be the best play for the mid and late game. Mm,
Yeah, exactly. I think we
so
are just going to see the retreat.
all right, I'm putting
I mean,
another guy
Dedenne.
that survived the Lucario metal attack because the Denen resistance metal,
Yeah.
so the 150 is only
Only doing 130.
correct. So
Yeah.
it's funny how all the Pokemon in the bench, almost all every Pokemon is damaged. And yeah, this entropy sword not
Yeah.
finding a metal definitely unfortunate, but I guess Taketo idea is to power up the fresh Sassian with 2 energies as soon as possible to try to spam 2 attacks thanks to the Great Catcher or Boss Order into the opponent Lucario metal, right?
Exactly. Probably going to be what we're going to see. And
So that
there's a
goes Mahala. So
Guzmahala from
still no
Josh.
boss. Joshua,
Yeah. No boss
after a
yet.
crazy game one that draws everything he needs right now, just needed a boss 2 or 3 turns in a row and still whiff the boss order after so many
Yeah.
turns to actually win a lot of tempo and advantage in the game.
Yeah, I think Josh can get a capture here, so he can try to get another Zacian in play and start Intrepid sorting again.
Correct.
Um, or we might just see him attack the Dedenne for 150. I don't think that's too relevant, though. I do think we might just want to see Josh just Intrepid Sword here, but we'll see what he goes for. He could also retreat the Lucario Melmetal behind the doll if he wants. That's also an option for Josh here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because
But
maybe
the Lucario
hitting
Melmetal can't get one shot.
hitting is not maybe not too much relevant. Probably Intrepid Sword trying to build a hand for like double boss could be cool. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can see like both plays being good. Like Intrepid Sword trying to build a hand with a possible boss orders or just yeah, retreating into the doll sounds good. So you force the opponent to find a boss plus a switching card plus some energies. And yeah, Intrepid Sword hitting a meta super
Yeah.
important and hopefully for Joshua getting some boss. And the Great Catcher actually super cool for late game to actually pressure the Lucario Metal with a possible boss orders plus Great Catcher um, into turn. So probably we're gonna see just an
Mm-hmm.
Intrepid Sword again, but then Takedo is in a complicated spot if Joshua finally found the boss orders and a meta energy, but the Big Sham actually saving again the Sassian, surviving against the opponent Sassian. So probably gonna just watch an Intrepid Sword coming from Taketo with the fresh Sassian. That sword into Eldegoss was
Yep.
definitely so funny.
Yeah, there
And
we
yeah,
go. Just another Intrepid Sword.
that's a
Lots of
metal,
Intrepid
right? That's
Swords.
a metal.
Yep. And
That me-
Takedo putting the big charms on these Zacians to protect them. Takedo knows he can't one-shot that well anymore with his Zacians, so he's just going to protect them from getting one-shot in return. Takedo's pretty safe and just fine with just kind of building up
But yeah, I'm definitely happy finally to
Zacian
see
here.
a game that takes more than 3 turns, right? After these
Exactly, yeah.
crazy top 8 matchups against Eternatus and Mewtwo, crazy top 8 matchups against a Welder decks.
Hmm.
I hope, guys,
Missed that loss.
if you're watching on Twitch, guys, I hope you didn't miss the action because we're already in the third top 8 match after crazy fast two matches before. So definitely this game taking
Hmm.
more time. It's really cool to see how both players actually decide how to play their cards and
Hmm.
some decisions and the
Yeah,
game not taking like only 2 turns, right?
exactly. I wonder what Josh is doing here. He's bossing up the Zacian, but what's he attacking with? Luke
Yeah.
Metal or Zacian? Yeah. Gonna
So
Steel Fist, put a dent into Taketo's Zacian here so that the other Zacian on the bench can KO the
correct.
active here on Taketo's side. So pretty decent
Yeah,
play.
still face,
And
and
then
then
yeah.
next one trying to go Bravely for a knockout probably. Um, yeah, Taketo actually needs a metal energy. That's a water.
Yep.
It's not
Not
war
it.
because we want to remind Bravely needs 3 metal, so the water is not
Mhm.
enough. And Research actually losing boss and Great Catcher could be actually super
That's right. Yeah.
important for late game,
There's an E
right?
switch. Yep. Yeah. There's an energy switch that will allow Takedo to attack this Luke Metal, but I feel like how relevant would it be to swing a Luke Metal here? Just definitely he can set up a two-shot, but Takedo did just lose 2 of his gusting cards. Because we're probably going to see this Luke Metal um, go to the bench next turn, and probably we're going to see that Zacian on Josh's side knock out Takedo's Zacian here. So
Correct.
I wonder if what Takedo's thinking. Takedo's
Yeah,
running a little bit low on the energy too, so there is
yeah,
that to consider.
definitely only 7 cards in the deck. All the Pokemons are damaged, all the important ones. And now the Ding Ding is coming, the second remains are coming, and probably another Intrepid Sword is probably coming again. Or just decided to go, yeah, Intrepid Sword and praying that Joshua has no boss order again to actually pressure the Sassian or
Yep.
just one kill the Sassian with Brave Blade. So let's see if Joshua finds a boss or just decided to go retreat again the Lucario into the Doll and the Intrepid Sword to win some tempo because Taketo has only 4 cards remaining. So I guess
Yeah.
Taketo has only one boss remaining, but uh, we maybe watch a possible energy switch into Eldegoss into attack with float up and put the Eldegoss in the deck to actually get more bosses, but probably has no time to actually
Hmm.
do that. So that's switching to the Doll and probably Intrepid Sword. I guess just chilling sounds good for Joshua.
Yep. Just more turns of Intrepid Sorting.
And yeah, Taketo only 3 cards remaining already. Finally the metal, but yeah, 3 cards remaining, so probably the win con of
Hmm.
deck out is a really good win con for Joshua right now.
Yeah, if he's able to maybe stall something for a
Mhm.
turn, the ADP on the bench could be something that we could see get stuck in the active.
I don't remember
Um,
if Taketo, I guess, has the Mew in the discard pile because if not, Brave Blade into Sassian and then go for the side power attack with Mew could actually take. Oh, but then you only take 2 prices, right? If Sassian
yeah,
is in the
you're unable.
bench.
Yeah, that would unfortunately not
All
work.
right. But
Unless
yeah,
it was on the loop metal, but the goggles
Taketo
are
in
on
a
it.
really
So
complicated spot, trying to go probably for the float up, right? Like we talked about
yeah,
before.
there it is. Yeah, we're gonna see the float up here,
Float up,
taking the energy off, which is smart
and
because we
yeah,
could see a
KO
boss
it
from
all.
Josh.
And now Taketo saying, all right, I'm not gonna lose to a deck out at least for now because Eldegoss go to the deck,
Hmm.
what means another possible future boss could come in the future turn. So the Green Float, a really, really cool play, really interesting to watch that. And yeah,
Hmm.
decided to go to the deck. And now Taketo will try to find a double boss play to actually win this game. But Sassian has only one energy
Yeah,
in play and only two saucers from now.
yeah. Taketo's running out of resources,
Uh-huh.
so we'll see if Josh is able to get a boss knockout this turn on anything. If we do see the boss knockout on one of the Zacians or potentially um, the ADP, we could probably see another Zacian swing. I mean, Takedo still
Ooh,
has to do a lot to win the game, but
that's
we'll see.
boss. Ooh, I'm
Yeah,
taking,
there it
yeah.
is.
All right,
And there's
so
a heavy
now
impact. Doesn't have to knock out with Zacian.
So right now, if Taketo goes Brave Blade into the active, I guess Joshua goes Brave Blade into the Sassian. I guess Taketo has no resources left probably. We will see. That's
Yeah,
a
I don't
sword.
think Takedo's able to. I don't know if Takeda has another Zacian in the deck that he can use to
Yeah.
attack here. This
But
could be
really
his last
close
Zacian.
game. Close game we're watching that
Hmm.
it's gonna be really close because actually Brave Blade hits for 260, but Sassian and Lucario Metal survives thanks to the GX of Full Metal Wall. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, Taketo thinking like, alright, stand boss, so many options. Ross is running the Dene, really cool to see.
Yep.
And maybe going for Crobat to try to draw three cards like Eldegoss or an energy for
Yeah.
next turn. So let's see. That's a Marnie and two
Ooh.
energies.
Yeah.
Um,
Not. I don't know if Takedo has another attacker that
Boss.
he's able to use here
Yeah, that's what I'm
if the
thinking.
Zacian
Like
gets knocked out.
Brave Play, but that doesn't survive. So Taketo has like
Hmm.
one energy switch remaining, one metal, but oh, you can actually float up now because resistance, right? So you hit for
Yeah, float up won't
80,
work either.
80 less 60 is 20. So wait, this Sassian has 4 HP remaining. This 4 HP remaining. So Eldegoss hits for 50 plus the GX attack 80, less 30
So
of
he'd
the
have to hit
full
it
metal,
twice.
that's
Yeah.
50. 50 less 30 of resistance. So I guess Eldegoss is not enough, right? Eldegoss, I
I
guess,
think.
hits for only 20
Yeah.
damage, correct? I guess.
Yeah. Takedo would have to hit the Zacian twice with Eldegoss
Mhm.
to win the game, which I guess could be a potential thing we
Mhm.
could see happen.
But yeah, definitely
I
Taketo
mean,
trying to trying his
the
best
game
to
will be over
actually.
though if Josh gets a Malana though.
Okay, that's Brave Blade. So let's see. Maybe Eldegoss
All right.
hit for 20 damage, putting the Den in play, but then Joshua only needs a switch to win the game. So probably was better to save the switch, but then Crow and draw
Hmm.
one less card. But yeah, I feel interesting play to see. That's not the Eldegoss
Yeah,
yet.
for
Eldegoss
sure.
still in the two
No.
last cards in the deck. That's Marnie. Almost deck out, I guess. Almost deck out.
Yeah, almost decked out. Okay,
And
he
we're
got the
gonna see
energy switch
another
from the
float
Eldegoss.
up,
All
right?
right.
Another float up is coming, but
Yeah.
Joshua only needs
A switching
a
card to win this.
correct. All Joshua only needs a Marulana or a switch, because no matter what
Yep.
you put in active position, because Brave Blade Chaos, everything right now.
Hmm. Yep.
So well,
And Josh, you take a hit.
Taketo
If he
will be
doesn't have
like
game,
20
Josh can
damage
check for it.
short to win the game. The Cape actually probably winning this matchup, right?
Yep. Big
Oh,
cape
that's the
there. There's the tech
Marulana.
on that set. Yeah, and
Ooh,
there's the
all
Malana.
right. Well, that was an insane game, right? That was an insane game.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Josh made a
goodness.
pretty decent comeback there.
Insane, insane after the GX turn 2, right? Um,
Hmm.
it was so cool how Joshua managed to actually play this game to actually pressure all the opponent Pokemon. Taketo was losing resources, and that's one of the best win cons sometimes of Lucario Metal Station at the